Welcome back to Mage's Library. This is Alex. Earlier this week, I was over at my buddy's house. We've been playing cards together for about 10 years now, probably even longer than that. We were playing some Commander. I had Ilaria, the war leader, and I was getting my butt kicked. And I was losing to a Simic deck. So, I saw this at Walmart. I saw it was torn. I know it's been out for a while. I have no idea what's in these. I'll be honest with you. I haven't even looked at the singles list. I haven't been buying these to sell the single cards. I buy them and I literally throw them in the garage and forget that I own them in their wizard sealed cases. So I saw it was damaged. I decided to go ahead and pick it up. I want to make the deck. When I find that I'm playing against a deck that I'm not doing very well against, or I'm losing to, I find what helps me sometimes is to play the deck itself and just learn its weaknesses and its in and outs. And I was actually pretty impressed with it. I typically do not gravitate towards the Simic or the green-blue decks, but I was pretty impressed with it, like I said. Was really excited, and I wanted to get a copy of it for myself and see what I end up coming up with. So I did open the Boros Guild Kit when my buddy wanted to get back into Commander. The first thing that I thought of was Ilaria. The Guilds of Ravnica set had just come out. We were gonna again play Commander again. And I looked at the deck list for the Guilds of Ravnica guild kits, and I was really impressed with what Wizards did. I felt like they were geared for Commander, and that was a very smart move on their part. You had multiple legendary creatures to select as your Commander. They did pull cards from all generations of the Ravnica blocks. I appreciated that. But I noticed that the deck, out of 60 cards, a lot of them were singletons. And I felt like it wasn't that big of a jump from getting your guild kit to just converting it into your commander deck. So to me, I felt like they produced 10 new commander decks. And Commander is very popular. It's driving the single sells. As you know, I buy and sell Magic cards, so that's important. But I enjoy the Commander format. It brought new life to Magic, in my opinion. So, well done on their end for making something that was very accessible at both a price point and conversion. So you didn't need that many more cards to get your guild kit from guild kit to Commander deck. So we have the Gyre Sage, the Vinelash Gazoon. So this isn't, if I remember right, this is the original Ravnica. It's been a long time since I've seen some of these cards. This is the Dragon's Maze Merfolk. This one was the Dissension rare, and if I remember right, this one was pretty popular at one point when Dissension was new. Fathom Mage, this frog. I just did the Dissension listings today. I forgot about this silly frog. But this is what I was losing to. So my buddy would cast the spell, and then obviously in the Simic deck, it's only a blue-green creature. So you just read the card top down. You search through the library because it's a green card. You put it on top, and then you draw your next card. And I don't know. Here we go. So this is what I was losing to. He used the, I can't remember off the top of my head, the Paya. It's the artifact from Shadowmoor that you untap it to get, you spend mana to untap it. So essentially what happened was Experiment Charge has all the activated abilities of everything that has the counters. So once everything was out, or once Experiment Charge was out, and the artifact that untaps, you had one guy who makes 3 mana from Ravnica Allegiance. I can't remember the name. So experiment card taps to make 3 mana. It spends 2 of that mana to untap. Makes infinite mana. And at that point, if you don't have anything to destroy experiment cards, you just end up with a creature that has trample, haste, and infinite counters or whatever crazy thing, and then he just attacks with that and plays the whole deck. Not normally my cup of tea, but I thought it was actually pretty cool and I wanted to try it out. So I went and I picked one of these up. Again, I had no idea what was in the deck in totality, other than seeing the few cards that I would play it against. But I was really happy with these. I do feel like there's a lot of value and a lot of ease in these decks. You can go straight into a commander deck. I initially thought that these were foil, but I do like the alternate artwork, and I'm sure that there's other fans out there that want to collect these. I will be listing these on my TCG player account under Mage's Library. And the reason is that on my commander deck, I try to get it all foiled out. So I'm happy to let someone else pick these up from me and fill out their deck. But this was pretty cool. I think you get a lot of good cards like Rapid Hybridization. I know that when I was restocking these, when I would break Gate Crash, they would sell almost instantly. I couldn't keep these in stock. Same thing with the Signets. I find these, list them. They typically sell almost as fast as I list them. They're a good staple. And then the other thing that I thought was cool out of here, one other thing that caught my attention when I was opening this up. I know that the frog, I liked the Frogling and the Trigon Predator when Dissension was out. I liked blowing up my opponent's enchantments and artifacts. Is it enchantment and artifact? Yep. I like this with Enchanted Evening. I always wanted to get Enchanted Evening online, find a way to give this guy more evasion than just flying, go in, blow up one thing. And then for 2 mana to get Shroud in that deck when you so easily get infinite mana, that's pretty nutty. So this is the one that I'm watching out for here. I'm keeping my eyes on this one. I know that I don't like to make big plays. I'm not worried about all these high end cards because you get stuck with them. I'm interested in this. I think this has got a good future for it. This Frilled Mystic. I like the counter spell. I don't think that in the current standard format it's going to see a lot of play or is seeing a lot of play. I could be completely wrong. I think this has got a good future ahead of it. So you get an Experiment 1. That's another fan favorite. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me.